on real stories of the Highway Patrol. Highway Patrol officers risking their lives trying to get illegal aliens off a crowded California freeway.
See what their story is. Don't keep walking away from me.
Two runaway teenagers, out alone on a dark highway,
Shouldn't be out.
are found by the New Hampshire State Police.
Hi! Come here!
On Halloween Eve, a criminal is all tricks and no treat for the Rhode Island State Police. These are the real stories of the Highway Patrol.
And everything is gonna be alright. And I just want to call when you need it. I'm looking out for you. Ready with a helping hand. When you need somebody, I'm the man.
Tonight, we're on the road with state troopers in New Hampshire and Rhode Island and the Highway Patrol in California. We'll see what they see, videotaped on actual patrol. First, to Salem, New Hampshire, where a trooper stops two teenage girls on the run.
This is a couple of juveniles up here walking down the interstate. We're going to find out what their problem is and why they shouldn't be out here. See what their story is. Don't keep walking away from me. Hi! Come here! Why are you out here on the highway?
Because we're walking. We're going up that exit.
You're not supposed to be out on the highway. Pedestrians are prohibited from walking the highway. How old are you?
I'm 16.
And how old are you?
16.
Where do you live? Tell me where you live.
We don't know.
You don't know where you live?
Nope.
You don't have any idea what your address is?
Nope. No.
Very good. Give me a hand. Give me a hand. Don't worry. We're not going to cut your arm off.
Well, it hurts.
If you're not gonna tell me where you live, the choice is that you can go down to the police station. Now, what's it going to be?
I live in Rhode Island.
You live in Rhode Island. So what are you doing up here?
Visiting friends.
So where are you visiting up here?
Well, we know the name. We don't know the name of the street. We know how to get there.
We're going to have to figure this out at the station. Walk back here and climb in the back seat of my car. Generally, juveniles won't want to answer a lot of questions anyways, but these two decided to walk down the road. They don't know where they're staying. They don't know who they're staying with. They don't know the phone number where they're staying. So we'll go into the station and start making some calls there and deal with it in conjunction with the juvenile officers here in the city. So when was the last time you were at home?
Thursday.
And do your parents know where you are now?
Yeah.
Are you telling me the truth?
They kicked us out.
They kicked you out.
Yep.
Are you two sisters, cousins, friends?
Friends.
Friends. So both sets of parents kicked you out.
Yep.
You stayed with your friends.
Mm-hmm.
Whose name are?
I don't know his last name. His first name is Miguel.
Just Miguel.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
When did you meet him?
The other day.
Is that what you're telling me? And there's no doubt in my mind that you probably should have picked somebody else to spend some time with other than Miguel.
Yep. No kidding.
You realize how dangerous it is?
Yep. We do now.
You do now?
Mm-hmm.
And why is that?
Because it wasn't a good experience.
It wasn't a good experience, huh? And what made it a bad experience?
Perverts. Mm-hmm. Perverts.
Perverts. Why do you think this person was looking for you? Why do you think these persons would invite you into their homes? Right?
Nope.
It was what, the third floor of one of these tenements, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Gee, like this is an unusual situation, right? Okay. Moment. Garage. With the rest of the bad guys. Come on. These two juveniles were originally observed walking down the interstate. Contacted gave as to what they were doing out there. All the way right to the end of the bench, never seat. Once they got here, they hooked up with a couple of our local idiots. And as a result, they spent a couple of nights in serious danger. And if you're runaways, tell me.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. That's all I wanted to get. Is that such a big, difficult situation?
No.
All right. I'm going to tell you what's happening here, all right? Once we're done identifying you and determining that you do belong back in West Warwick, we're going to have to figure out a way to get you back down there. Now, Mom and Dad going to come up here for you?
Yeah, right.
Now, they may not be happy about it, but as long as we can contact them, we're going to have to come up here. After getting the initial information and transporting these parties and taking them into custody to the police station, both sets of parents have been notified to arrive in New Hampshire and return their kids to them. Until they get up here, we're going to drop you off at Webster House. All right? They're going to give you someplace to sit, I don't know, TV or whatever for a few hours. They have to hold you for a few hours, but don't give them a hard time. Understand? We'll be out at the Webster House, 584.0. The worst part of this is these are two little girls that no matter what I do, they don't believe anything I tell them, and the only way they're going to learn is the hard way. And it's frustrating. I can't help them. I can't stop what's going to happen.
Hello.
Hi. I'm Trooper Capone. It's the most frustrating thing in the world for a police officer is not being able to help. We'll do what we can. We'll put them back together. Hope for the best. Well, that completes our end of this investigation, pending the arrival of their parents. And hopefully that won't be very long so that they can go back to Rhode Island and deal with it where they belong. Hopefully, Mom and Dad will get here fairly quickly.
No charges were filed against the girls. They ran away because they felt their parents didn't understand them. Later that night, they were released to the custody of their parents. The girls were subsequently committed to a juvenile facility.
This is Interstate 5, southbound side. We're at the international border with Mexico. And this is where we've been having some problems with illegal aliens run through the customs booths, running up the freeway, creating a traffic hazard for themselves and the public. Built, erected for the purpose of keeping pedestrians from coming onto the freeway and going across. The whole purpose of our enforcement here on the pedestrians is just to keep them off the freeway so they don't get killed. I see some pedestrians, looks like 3 or 4 of them, maybe some children included. And I'm zigzagging, letting the traffic behind me know that I'm using all lanes and I don't want them to pass me. Hold on to your bridges there. I don't want to catch me this guy. Ven para acá. Suéltalo. Suéltalo. Ven para acá. Pon la mano. Pon la mano en la nuca. ¿Qué andas haciendo? Sí. When I put my hands on him, I told his friend that was pointing on him to let him go. Once I took him into custody, I told him to put his hands behind his head, and after I handcuffed him, I asked him a few questions. I asked him where he was coming from. He answered he was from Guadalajara. When I asked him again where he was coming from now, he said he was coming from Tijuana. De Tijuana, separa los pies. ¿Por qué levántate bien? ¿Por qué te metiste a la autopista? Somebody's cut the fence. It gets repaired on a daily basis by Caltrans, but as quick as they can fix it, somebody's going to come and cut it open again. That's how they get through. They'll have one hold the fence, they slide through it, and get on the other side. Okay. Move the car out of the way. For the most part, they'll be scared at first until we make contact with them. And then they seem to relax once they realize that nothing's going to happen to them other than being taken off the freeway. Our role is to, one, freeway. If they come on the freeway, we contact with them is to educate them as to why it's against the law for them to be on the freeway. What happened? Once I took him where I was going to drop him off, I gave him a verbal warning. Dangerous for him to be across the freeway because he could get hit and killed. And I also warned him that it was a problem when they came on the freeway because they caused chaos with traffic. Lo va a sacar de ahí. Son un peligro. Es un peligro para ustedes, un peligro para la otra gente que anda manejando. Ok, baja las manos. ¿Sabes cómo regresarte? No, pasa. ¿Cuántos años tienes? 19. Ok. Avísale a tu gente que no se anden metiendo a la autopista. Baja por ahí derecho. He has no ID on him, so there's no sense in writing him a ticket. Probably won't even use his real name, so just a matter of taking him to the nearest exit and like I said, giving him a verbal warning, telling him why we're picking him up. Yeah, that's it. Go for the next plane. I don't know if this province eventually, but it's hard to say. These people have nothing to lose and a lot to gain by using our freeway.
The illegal was given a verbal warning and released. Each night, Officer Herrera makes 15 to 20 stops of this kind. An estimated 12,000 illegals cross U.S. borders daily. There are approximately 15 million illegal aliens in the country at this time. Next. Guns, but no roses for troopers on a Nebraska highway.
Can't have a concealed weapon in Nebraska like that, all right?
Coming up, a Rhode Island trooper dances with death in the highway.
I'm the man.
Okay, K-9 officer requested assistance. Here on, I believe, a drug search. What do you got?
He admitted he's got a small amount already. So I'm going to get the gal out and get her ID and see if there's any locals on her or anywhere. And then we'll go ahead and see what he's got in there. Okay.
You know about any drugs or weapons in the vehicle?
Not that I know of.
Not that you know of?
No.
Or not that you want to tell me about?
Not that I know of.
Okay, well, he's already admitted to me there's something in here. You don't know nothing about it? Is that what you want to say?
If it's hidden and it was packed that I didn't see.
But there could possibly be something in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just packed
Okay,
the
why don't you come on
clothes.
out here?
I got to tell you, on the driver's side, under the seat there, I got a .22 pistol I carry there, but it's mine. It's registered.
Okay.
I don't have the registration with me.
Loaded?
Yeah.
Chambered?
No, it's a single shot,
Okay.
single action. 22
Okay.
is all.
Loaded.
Right now, 316, 29.
10-4, down 7.
Turn on.
Okay, once you hold on to this, I'm going to go put him under arrest. I asked you if you had any guns or any drugs. You were honest about the drugs.
It slipped my mind, honest.
Okay.
I just forgot it was
Forgot
there.
all about that. Go ahead and look at my dog there.
Okay.
Go ahead and put your hands back behind you. Put your hands back behind you.
Okay.
You're under arrest for possession of carrying a concealed weapon, all right? You understand that?
Yes, I guess. I didn't.
Can't have a concealed weapon in Nebraska like that, all right?
I didn't realize.
Can't have a concealed weapon like that in Florida either.
Additional ammunition for the pistol. Found in there.
Right now, 5-3.
Very small amount of marijuana, but he said there was also some more in here.
Small amount of marijuana.
Probably been hidden by the female since she was sitting in here. Okay, there's a very small amount of marijuana.
The driver was arrested for the concealed weapon and jailed for the misdemeanor, and the passenger was possession of a small amount of marijuana and for drug paraphernalia.
The driver was charged with carrying a concealed weapon and faces 1 year in prison and a $1,000 fine. After posting bond, he was released pending trial. He and the female passenger were charged with possession of marijuana and drug paraphernalia and could be fined $224 each.
This Rhode Island State Police file holds the terrifying story of a man out of control. Rhode Island trooper John Layden reenacts the events that nearly cost him his life.
Rhode Island State Police Trooper John Layden III is on patrol. Layden, whose father wanted him to be a lawyer, is the third generation of his family to be in law enforcement, and his family is well known in the state of Rhode Island. 20-year-old Chad Hornish is a young man with a history of trouble. Although he lives in Rhode Island, he's doing 3 years probation in Connecticut for possession of a stolen firearm, larceny, and burglary. Layden hears the car squeal out of the gas station and turns around to check it out. When Trooper Layden catches up to the suspect's car, he tries to pull it over.
I'm in pursuit of a vehicle, 95 southbound, just getting off from Route 10. It's a older model Oldsmobile. It's 200 approximately 120.
10-4-118, I'll notify the Wickford and Hope Valley patrols as well as Warwick PD. Keep us updated on your location.
Trooper Ray White coordinates the pursuit. The man is worried that driving a car with expired license plates could be a violation of the terms of his probation, and he doesn't want to get stopped. The trooper keeps in touch with dispatch as speeds reach 100 miles per hour. When the trooper comes up alongside the car, Hornish tries to ram him off the road. Trooper Layden follows the man for more than 20 miles. The chase leads to a narrow country road full of sharp curves and potholes. The man doesn't know where he's going and leaves the highway, turning onto a road that dead ends at a sawmill. He plows into a pile of wood chips, losing control of his car. A Rhode Island trooper against a deadly driver when we come back. Rhode Island State Police Trooper John Layden III goes after a convicted burglar speeding through town. The pursuit leads to a sawmill where the driver loses control of his car.
Scary moment. I've never been involved in something like that as far as somebody trying to run me down. Most was my safety. I was just thinking of my safety.
The fugitive was sentenced to 1 year in jail for assault with a dangerous weapon, resisting arrest, and motor vehicle violations. He was returned to Connecticut for violating probation. Trooper Layden received a commendation for valor. After 2 years on narcotics detail, he returned to road patrol.
Behind you is distracted, and he hits your car hard enough to dent your trunk and his grill. But nobody is hurt. What now? If the cars are drivable, move them out of the traffic lanes as quickly as possible. And if on a freeway, move off the freeway onto a surface street. You are not required to leave the vehicles in the roadway. To do so will put you and the other driver or passengers in danger from passing traffic. Will cause an unnecessary traffic jam and possibly another collision. If the accident is investigated, the officer can gather the facts and statements where it is safe for all to do so. If you just want to exchange insurance information, you will also be out of harm's way.
hardest part of it?
Yeah.
Especially when the wind's blowing like it is today. Here you go.
Call me in the car.
I hope it holds up better when it gets on site than it does on the highway.
We got it cleaned up. That's the main thing. Didn't want a traffic hazard.
Yeah.
From the men and women of the Highway Patrol and state police agencies of America, thank you for watching.